Hello and welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is RedWolf416, and this is Oblivion, a Minecraft Let's Play. Last episode, we framed out this tower where I built an iron farm. As you can see, I have some iron golems that are not spawning where they're supposed to, so I'm going to have to take care of that. Also, while I was digging out the pit below the tower, I did find some pretty big caves finally. So I want to head down there and get some resources. I've been wanting to get some deep slate for this tower. So now's our chance to do that. And maybe we'll be able to get some more diamonds too. So right down here is where I was planning to have my collection area for my mob grinder once I get it dug out all the way. And while I was working on the floor, I encountered, I think it was right around in here. Here it is. I opened up the floor to find this cave down here. This is where we're going to go exploring, but I think we're going to get to it by taking the staircase down. We're going to go see if we can find a safer way in than just dropping in on a bunch of zombies and skeletons. Oh, and would you look at that? That is actually very rare, finding diamonds in stone like that. I may save that until I get some silk touch. Well, here I am next to this cluster of some pretty rare diamonds, and it opens up into a pretty big cave that I've been hanging out here long enough to where it spawned some stuff, and not liking the look of that witch down there. I do not have a bow to take care of this. Oh boy. That made me jump. I don't think I've gone quite down low enough to get a safe entrance to this area. I'm gonna poke a hole here and there, see what else I can find, see if I can find a better way into this cave system. Alright. Well, I got an Enderman angry at me, so let's give him a place to spawn to teleport to, and maybe we can get an Ender Pearl out of him. Come on. You know you want to come up here. Well, we just might have to deal with him later. You're trapped up there, aren't you? Oh boy. That was exciting. Still no bow. Oh, yeah. You guys are a little bit kitted out, aren't you? Yeah, I don't exactly like hiding behind a wall like this, but I am not the greatest PvPer. Seems he has thorns. Yeah, it got a little exciting in here before I had a chance to hit the record button. Sorry you missed some of that. Just had to deal with a couple of skeletons. It looks like there's going to be some good resources down here to mine. I do have enough diamonds now to be able to go back up to the surface and make my enchanting table if I wanted, so I may do that very soon. But I want to get some of this redstone. Alright, that should take care of that. I'll just get some of this. Well, it wasn't a huge excursion down into the caves. I did come back with a bit of redstone and some lapis. I did get a couple of diamonds, so I'm coming back up to make my enchanting table so that I can actually get some better gear. Once I've got some better gear, then I'll be ready to do a more lengthy excursion down into the caves, light them up, and get a bit more resources. Well, that was not a good idea. Let's see how many times I die before I can get my stuff back. Yep, he's still shooting at me. Oh, goodness. This is going to take some doing. I may have just doomed myself to lose all of my stuff. Diamond pickaxe is what I want back the most. Keep some of that here. I'm probably going to die a couple more times. Let's save this pickaxe though. We've got a few minutes to take care of this, but this is going to be tough. Let's see here. Let's get some basic armor on. See if I can go get me a sword. I left a couple down here. Oh, remember what I said about not being very good at PvP. I can just get things stored away bit by bit. I might be able to do this. Oh, there's one there. Get out of here. Why are you not swimming? Alright, yep, still got some armor on. Let's try and go get some more. I see you too. That might be everything recovered. I'm amazed if I got everything back. So I get for trying to go after a drown with a trident. I was not prepared for that. I was not equipped for it, nor did I have the skill set to do it yet. Alright, time to get re-outfitted. So after I did some more caving, I decided I wanted to start doing some strip mining, but I was really having a hard time finding resources, and I realized that maybe I was digging at the wrong height, so I dropped it down by a layer and finally started finding some more diamonds. By the time I got to a full stack, I decided that I should hold off on mining any more diamonds until I can either get Silk Touch or Fortune. Dropping my level down to negative 59 really let me find a lot more diamonds, like this here, here, and here. I also found a lot more redstone, like here, and here. A lot of that time spent mining was not just so that I could get diamonds and redstone, but it was so that I could also get some building materials for my tower. I want to build this tower out of deep slate, tough bricks, some cobblestone for doing the terraforming, and some regular stone bricks, as well as some other miscellaneous materials so that I can get some mossy cobble and mossy stone with some spruce accents and maybe a little bit of basalt thrown in there as well. But before we really get going on building the tower, I want to show you all the diamonds and redstone that I got, as well as some other resources. So you can see here, I got a full stack of diamonds, a little bit of gold, a fair amount of redstone for starting out, and some lapis. The iron I'm not too concerned about right now because I have an iron farm that's working fantastically. Now that I have enough diamonds to make a full set of diamond gear, I want to do that first, and then I'll get on to building that tower. And last but not least, we can't forget the diamond hoe. Not too bad looking right there. I guess the next order of business for my armor would be to get some ancient debris and make some netherite, and to get some trim packages going. But for now, it's time to build that tower. Now, as I've mentioned before, this island is within the spawn chunks of this world. And the lore of the island, or the lore of the tower, is that it has been here for time immemorable. It has been hundreds, possibly thousands of years that this ancient tower has been here. Nobody really knows the function of the tower, at least not originally. It's been used over the centuries for various things. It's been a stronghold to protect against invading forces. It's been a prison tower, and at one point an engineer moved in here and was doing experiments, and that's why there is now an iron farm up here. No one really knows how the tower has stayed standing for so long. Some believe it's magic, some think maybe the engineer had something to do with it. All they know is that the tower does show some signs of wear and tear, but it has lasted on this island for hundreds of years. Now, over time, people became less and less scared of the island, and the tower just sort of became a feature of the island without any real understanding of what was truly there. Because people didn't quite understand what was here, they started adding to the island a little bit. During the time that this place was actually a prison tower, they needed a house for the guard, or the groundskeeper. So that is where this hut comes in. What I'm trying to go for here is a gradient between the deep slate bricks, the tough bricks, and the stone bricks. And I wanted to try and follow the contour of the landscape here, just to show that that's where all the dirt and grime and gunk has just gathered up in the crevices of the terrain around it. And then it will be cleaner up there, maybe with some moss and mossy stone bricks mixed in there, just to show some weathering. I'm also going to be putting some slits of windows going up, but for now I want to just kind of get the walls built here. Well, I wanted to show you a sampling of what I want the tower walls to look like and the weathering that they're going to have on them. But as I was working on this, I realized that I needed to do some terraforming. So I ended up getting a little carried away on it. An unexpected side effect of all this terraforming is my tower isn't looking quite as tall as it was before. So unfortunately, I may have to take everything and move it up a little bit, which is going to be a real pain because I've already got that iron farm up there with 3 villagers and a zombie. So I might have a little bit of rework ahead of me that's going to be a little bit tedious. It did make it so that I had to move my farm over here behind the hut, which honestly I think that fits a little bit better with the theme of the island. And over here I've started to build out the cave that's going to hold the nether portal. And my cows and sheep, which were once there near the shoreline, have been moved over here. And they now live on this island here. So I'll have to see, I'll build out the walls a little bit more. Maybe once the walls are filled in, the tower won't look quite so bad. It is looking pretty tall from this angle, which is honestly the main viewing angle. So hopefully I won't have to move that iron farm after all, but we'll see. I've made a lot of progress on the tower, but to be honest, I'm not sure if I like the decorations up at the top. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to remove a bunch of this border up at the top on the left side and see how I like it with it just going straight up all the way. And if I like it, I'll remove it on the right side. If I don't, if I prefer it with that, then I'll just put it back. So we'll see how that goes. Well, it has been a few minutes since I recorded that last clip, and by a few minutes, I mean about 4 weeks, because I have a day job, and sometimes that day job makes me travel for a couple weeks at a time. Then I usually have to catch up on things when I get back, so it's been a little while. As you can see, I took away the details up at the top, so it was just more of a straight wall tower all the way up. I'm doing some stuff with using different colored blocks so that there's a little bit of a shading effect. This is something that I learned from watching B00-100's videos. You should really go check him out if you haven't already. But I think I'm going to let this sit for a while like this, play around on some other things, come back to this, look at it, and decide if I like it. But right now, I really do like it. Unfortunately, because of my time away, I think I'm going to have to make this a shorter video just so that I can get it out to y'all. So I think this is where I'm going to wrap it up. But thank you all for watching, and I would love to hear from you in the comments if you have ideas on what I should do with this build or other builds in the future. So I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. Bye!